You might get some, your trees should be happy today. Were your trees happy last night?
Well, a lot of people are happy today. I will say that.
I'm asking about your trees, not a lot of people.
I didn't check in with them today. Believe it or not, they don't have little cell phones. I can call them and ask.
You should have some sort of a monitoring system on them. Trees happy today. So, Alex is joining us. Good morning, Alex. How are you?
Good morning, doing peachy.
That's good to hear. Now, I have to redirect this question to Bryce. Oh, hold it. No, Bryce, you sold your house. Well, because I was going to say you're the only homeowner among us, but you sold your house, right? So,
yep.
All right. Well, now I'm just going to have to go hypothetical. Hypothetical here. Bryce, what if you owned your home? And you owned your home, and the city came to you and said, by the way, you can't park in your driveway. How would you react to that?
Well, what's the circumstances here? There's always details you fail to share at the onset.
I'm just asking, how would you like it if the city told you that after some time you can't park in your driveway anymore?
Well, obviously, you would not be favorable of that.
You would not be happy. Well, we're heading to San Francisco. San Francisco, where a young couple, well, I shouldn't say a young couple, it's a Judy and Ed Crane, got informed by the city of San Francisco that they can no longer park in their driveway, a driveway that they have owned and used for 36 years. So the city says, yeah, by the way, there's a law that says you can't park in front of your house. And they're like, we've been parking here for 38 years. And they're like, no, you can't park in front of your house anymore. And if you do, it's going to be a $1,500 fine. And they're like, all right, go ahead. Sure, try. And they got a $1,500 fine. And then they got another one. And so finally they lawyer up. And they're like, we've been parking in front of our house in our driveway for 38 years. And so the city, they're, being kinder and gentler, they say, okay, tell you what, if you can prove that this driveway has historically been used to park cars in, we'll let you keep using it. Does that seem fair to you, Bryce?
Well, it's the nuances of the law, because this happens all the time. Over a certain amount of time, if you can prove you've done it for X number, take, for instance, a fence line with your neighbor. If you can prove that, they didn't care for the last 10 years, legally, you don't have to move things. I don't know if that's the exact law, but I know this happens often.
So Judy and Ed they filter through their pictures, and they find a picture from 34 years ago of a car parked in their driveway. So they present it to the city of San Francisco, and they're like, oh, no. That's not old enough. We need a historical picture saying that you have used this has been used as a driveway. So they filtered through thousands of pictures, and they found an aerial photo from 1938 that shows a car sitting in their driveway. They presented it to the city of San Francisco and go, 1938, here it is. You know what the city of San Francisco said? That's probably still not old enough. So
I'm confused. You've referenced a driveway. You've referenced in front of their house. Is it on the street? Is it actually a driveway? Where is it?
No, it is a driveway. It's an actual driveway. They show a picture of it. There's nothing wrong.
What's the city's reasoning?
There's been an ordinance in place for 150 years in this neighborhood that said that you cannot park in front of your house unless you have a garage on the front side of your house. And
that's
their
where
garage.
You're losing me. That's where I'm confused.
Oh, and they're like, we've been parking here for 38 years. And San Francisco's, you know what? Just because we haven't enforced it till now doesn't mean it's not a law.
The moral of the story is this is why I don't live in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. But they presented a picture with photographic evidence that this has been used as a driveway since 1938. And San Francisco's like, that's probably just not going to do it. So welcome to the world of home ownership. So
what do you do in crazy California?
California is a little bit nutty. So there it is. Alex, you've been quiet this whole time. Are you?
I'm just listening.
You're just listening? Okay.
Well, you were soliciting Bryce for his opinion, so I'm just.
Well, that's because amongst us, he is the only one who has ever been a homeowner, and so.
Broadly speaking, this is why you don't choose California for your place of residence. Just find somewhere else to live.
I'm sure there's other similar stories in other states, but they all seem to come out of California.
When you don't like where you're living due to a circumstance, you got to change it. Remember when I was having squirrel issues and I didn't think I could, use the proper mechanisms to control them in town? Mm-hmm. I solved my problem.
You killed them all with poison.
No, jeez, don't spread those kinds of rumors. I got outside the city limits, okay? That's all I did.
Where you can kill all your squirrels, right?